Hey there, friends. Welcome to your weekly energy update. We've got an interesting week ahead with a little bit of maybe tension, either with yourself or somebody on the outside, and then some deep reconciliation and possibly some new love as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so down below. You can also check out what else I'm up to right now. But let's hop right into it and take a look at the energy for the week ahead. So our first card for the week ahead is our King of Swords. And I ended up pulling some extra cards this week to get a little bit more information. But the way that this particular card is showing up right now is actually in the realm of discipline. So you might be feeling like you're ready to take some strides forward on things that you want to accomplish in your life. Now, the positive side of that spectrum is really clear thinking, maybe coming up with steps about how you're going to go about that process. The downside is that you might be a little bit overly zealous in the way that you are disciplining your actions. Now, the reason that I'm saying that is that the card that brings a little bit of definition to this is our Six of Pentacles. And this is where we're getting clear about where is it that we want to put our energy and our attention so that the things that we're attending to are going to grow and bear fruit and bring good things into our life. But there can be a way in which the King of Swords can be overly controlling and overly mental in the way that he goes about this. This is not a king that is very connected to his heart or his emotions. He is going to get things done the way that he wants to get them done, regardless, hell or high water type of character. Now, the only problem with that is that there's a bit more information here that's saying that some of that is coming from a place of uncertainty, where we might be feeling a little uncertain about something, and the reaction is to get things more controlled, right? When something feels uncertain, it's like, okay, well, how do I control this? How do I make it so that I don't have to deal with some of this uncertainty? Well, as the week goes on, this is going to create a little bit of a rupture. And just for a moment, I want to go back because another way of interpreting this is this King of Swords could be an external influence. This could be a person in your life. It could be a boss. It could be a romantic partner. It could be a parental figure that is wanting you to be a certain way. Now, this person might be external. It's also possible that you've either internalized this person, or that this is just an aspect of yourself that's saying it's supposed to be this way. Well, it's likely going to create some conflict. And this could be, again, external conflict. It could be some fighting. It could be some challenging conversations. It could also be internal conflict where parts of you are saying, we have to do it this way. It needs to happen this particular way. And other parts of you are saying, I need more breathing room. I need some freedom to be able to go about this in a more spontaneous fashion. Now, luckily with the Five of Wands, it has a element of being potentially progressive. If we're willing to be, if we're also willing to listen to other perspectives, if we're willing to sort things out internally in a way that isn't forceful, isn't overly stubborn, but is willing to be dynamic in the conversation, then there's room for deeper connection. There's room for finding balance. There's room for equal sides, masculine and feminine. There's room for structure and spontaneity. Now, this is also a sign that there could be some kind of love interest or friendship that's starting to show up in your life. Now, this could be somebody that you're already in a connection with, and you're going to ride this wave with them where something's a bit off, it's a little too tight, somebody's not hearing you properly, there's some tension as a result, and then there's a breaking open, a seeing eye to eye. Now, on the other hand, it's possible that you are gearing up to make some powerful changes. You want to get disciplined on something. There's some internal conflict. And then you're reminded through friendship or through love to take it a little bit slower, to relax back a little bit, to be kinder to yourself. And the reason that I would say that there's a possibility of this being either a new love connection or maybe a love connection that re-sparks in a new ways. We've got our lovely page of cups here that's coming with the two of cups. And the page of cups is a spontaneous situation, somebody that shows up and has some spontaneity, some humor. You can see he's showing up with the cup with the fish in it. So there's sort of a lightheartedness that comes with it. So to wrap up some of these different themes, there's a bit of an intensity that you might start the week off with, or maybe you've already been in that where you're saying, okay, this needs to happen, and then this needs to happen. And some of that you might want to look at the undercurrent. Is it coming from a place of fear or uncertainty? And it's like, oh, I need to control this situation. As a result of some of that, there could be a bit of this tension, a bit of conflict that shows up with yourself or maybe with some of the people in your world. Luckily, by the end of the week, something starts to settle. There's a bit of an ease and potentially either a deepening of a love or relationship, or maybe even a new meeting of some kind that brings some levity, brings some heart into your life. So I hope this is helpful. Some of you know I've got a live tarot reading on YouTube on the date of the solar eclipse, which would be this coming Monday. I hope to see some of you there. Definitely bring your questions. And otherwise, I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Take good care.